Hello everyone and welcome back to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah and today I'm doing a reading for the beautiful sign of Gemini for the mid-August time period. I hope all my Gemini friends are doing great. As you know, this reading is going to be a general reading, so not all the parts of the reading is going to resonate with you. That is important to remember, so please take only what resonates and leave the rest behind. You may also want to check out your other signs as well. I've already meditated on the cards, I've already shuffled the cards, and this is the spread that I have for you today, dear Gemini. In the past position, we have the World, clarified by the Three of Cups. In the obstacle position, we have the Empress, clarified by the King of Pentacles. In the present position, we have the Five of Swords, clarified by the Four of Wands. And in the future outcome position, we have the Nine of Pentacles, clarified by the Six of Cups. Very interesting spread, dear Gemini. Let's get right into it. In the past position, we do have the World card, which is a major arcana card. Really good card because it is a card that signifies you completed something in the past. It could have been that, you completed studies and you received your diploma. It could be that you completed training and you were ready to start a new career. It could be that you completed working on something at home, learning something in a relationship that meant a lot to you, but definitely you received quite a lot of recognition for it because we do have the Three of Cups in the clarifying position. The Three of Cups is a really wonderful card for connecting with people, gathering, with people like friends and family to celebrate, to have a good time. But the World card is definitely a really wonderful card that signifies here that you're still benefiting from that completion that you received in the past. And it's also a reminder from the divine that, if you continue working very hard at something, you're going to achieve this World card. Again, you will be the expert at something. You will be regarded as someone who is very knowledgeable, someone who is a force to be reckoned with, because you don't generally get the World card without really going through a trial and going through a growing period and going through many different things, that may be very difficult, but overcoming them successfully and, being kind of regarded as a person who've mastered something very important. This accomplishment was really meaningful, and it really continues to have an impact on your life to this day. Now, in the challenging position, we do have the Empress, and she's another major arcana card. The Empress is the counterpart of the Emperor, and both the Empress and the Emperor are very powerful beings. Also, it's important to remember that the Empress can signify, can represent male energy as well, because energy is interchangeable. Sometimes, when you receive the Empress, if you happen to be male, it means that you have to focus on the nurturing side of yourself, that you may not be doing that enough. Now, for women, this could also mean that some of you are being a little bit overly nurturing, which can also create a negative effect, if you will. But in general, you receive the Empress card in the challenging position when you are neglecting something that is important. It could be as simple as neglecting checking in with yourself and making sure that you are, feeling good about everything that is happening in your life, making sure that you're feeling good, that you're moving in the right direction. If you're kind of putting yourself on the back burner, that may affect the harvest, because the harvest here is represented by the wheat that is growing at the Empress's feet. Now, sometimes the Empress means that we are worrying too much about something, like our emotions are not as balanced as they should be. Remember, it's very important to have your spiritual side aligned with your mind, aligned with your heart. All those three things have to be aligned in order for us to feel very balanced, in order for us to manifest things into our world that we want to see in our life. Also, it's important to remember, when you're continuously neglecting something that is very important, it could eventually lead lead to a little bit of a disaster down the road, so it's definitely, you want to make sure that around the middle of August, you kind of check in with yourself and look at different areas of your life where you can be not spending as much attention or not putting in as much effort and just hoping that things will just, naturally work out. It's important to, really pay attention. And interestingly, the Empress here is clarified by the King of Pentacles, which tells me that something at home may not be as stable as you would like it to be. There may be some relationship at home, or sometimes we have friends who are like, family to us, but there's some kind of a relationship that you may need to reevaluate, that you may need to pay a little bit more closer attention to. The King of Pentacles in the challenging position does suggest that we may be focusing too much on the materialistic aspect of things. We may be feeling a little bit worried about money, and so we are trying to kind of shore up as much, finances as we can. But definitely the neglecting part here is coming off strongly. So it does seem like if you're focused on materialistic things too much and you're neglecting something more spiritual or more that doesn't have as much, monetary value, then definitely you may be off balance. And that is what the divine here is trying to get you to notice, so that you can correct the situation in order to move forward towards achieving your goals and your dreams. Now, in the present position, we do have the card of conflict, the Five of Swords here, which is interesting. There may be some disagreement that you may experience around the middle of August. The Five of Swords is generally a card that brings tension. It is a card of victory, because we do see that this person is holding three different swords, and there's two swords on the ground, and these people are kind of walking away because they lost, towards the water, and water represents emotions, so they're kind of like trying to heal their emotions. But this person is holding on to three different swords, which on one hand is good, but still, it's kind of victory that has a cost associated with it. So you may feel like you were able to be victorious, perhaps in the name of family. The Four of Wands can represent family and friends. But still, swords are a suit of challenges. Anytime you have swords in the reading, they definitely bring that double edge, where on one hand you may be winning, but on the other hand you may be giving something up in order to have that win. So definitely you want to be careful with this card, especially around the middle of August. Make sure you tread lightly. Make sure you do everything in your power to maybe avoid outright conflict. But generally, the Five of Swords is favorable to you as long as you proceed carefully about, the conflict, because it can go really wrong really fast, where you feel like you're outnumbered and where you feel like people are maybe being deceptive to you, and people maybe are kind of taking advantage to you. So you want to proceed carefully, dear Gemini, right around the middle of August. Although things are going to turn out well for you, because we do have the card of luxury, the Nine of Pentacles in the future outcome position. But still, you may be, around the middle of August, you may be feeling like you're being tried by others, like people are pushing your buttons. And it could be that you're doing everything, in your power to kind of protect your family, to protect, your friends, people that really mean a lot to you. So it could be that, this conflict is well justified. Remember that when you're starting to feel that low vibrational energy, where you're starting to feel like you're being tired, like exhausted by some negative emotions like resentment or anger or fear or guilt, remember that you want to, number one, ground yourself and stay in your own frame. You also want to meditate. You want to do everything in your power to offset the low vibrational energy, because the longer you're able to preserve and stay in high vibration, the more you're able to achieve. And it may seem like you've put in a lot of work, still the universe is calling on you and and saying that possibilities are coming towards you. You just need to be a little bit more patient, which I know not a lot of people really like that word patience, because when you are feeling like you are doing everything you can, and things are still not happening as fast as you would like them to, it can be a little bit like you can start to have a little bit of crisis with faith, and your belief system. But remember, you want to stick committed to the task at hand. You want to see things through. You do have goals. You do have dreams. You know what they are. Continue working at them and you will be absolutely victorious. We do see that in the future outcome position we have the Nine of Pentacles, which is a really wonderful card, a card of luxury. It's a card of doing well financially. Sometimes it means that you're going to take a break from, perhaps go on a vacation, from day-to-day routine, from work, from, being at home and taking care of responsibilities. Definitely the Nine of Pentacles is a really wonderful omen. And it seems like it's all about family, because the Six of Cups is a wonderful card that actually may bring someone from the past, someone that you may not have seen in a long time, may appear in your life, and is going to give you a new perspective, is going to give you, perhaps there's something that you've forgotten that you used to do in the past. They're going to help you see things in a new way, in a new perspective, that's going to, help alleviate some of this low vibrational energy, and is going to help you feel that balance once again that you very much need, dear Gemini. Now, let's see what we can clarify with the Shaman's Dream Oracle card that I pulled to clarify this reading, and I really love it. It's stars in the sky, limitless possibility. So definitely this is the time to take advantage of opportunities and of possibilities that may be coming towards you. When you look up into the velvety dark blanket of the night sky covering the vast expanse of space, can you count all the stars twinkling above? Can you imagine that you are only glimpsing at a very small fraction of what is actually there? This is the domain of limitless possibility, of the never-ending sea of potential that you yourself are made of and have now at your disposal. So the card is telling you that your life right now has so many possibilities. It's important to quiet your mind. It's important to stay in your frame, to look around, because there's one particular possibility that is absolutely right for you. Be here now. Gather your thoughts and your most cherished dreams. Focus on the brightest star in your never-ending sky and take small steps, small movements towards calling this glittering potential into reality. If you can imagine this and hold that vision, you will summon all the celestial helpers and guides to aid you in bringing it into fruition. Keep your focus on the essence of potential rather than the form of it. So focus on that potential. Make sure that you really see the potential as, becoming reality. The universe has its own ideas of how best to serve you, and all of us at the same time. What a beautiful card. I absolutely love it. Let's see what we can clarify with the two mystical wisdom cards that I pulled. And we have knowledge, seek knowledge, and friendship, nurture your relationships. So usually when you have the possibilities card and the friendship card, that tells me that one possibility that is really important for you is going to come through your friends. So if a friend asks you to go to lunch, go with them to lunch. If a friend asks you to, meet up for something, after work or, whenever, you want to make sure that you say yes, because one of the opportunities and one of the possibilities that you're hoping to get into your life so that you can turn that into actual reality is going to come through one of your friends. It could also be a friend of a friend. It could be an acquaintance. It could even be someone that you didn't really expect to bring you a possibility and opportunity. But definitely the friendship card and the stars in the sky card are very much related. So make sure to be open-minded. Make sure to be open-hearted. You know, the month of August is a time you want to lower your walls. The month of August is a time when you want to, feel vulnerable and allow people in. Even though you may have the Five of Swords card, which is a card of conflict, you're very able to defend yourself in this conflict, and you're very much able to come out on top. It's interesting that you have the Knowledge card here from the Divine. The Knowledge card is all about realizing that knowledge is the most powerful tool that you can use to bring about change to yourself and to the world around you. Building knowledge is an ongoing process with results that will last you a lifetime. No one can take this away from you. Knowledge is the foundation that can provide you with opportunities of fulfillment and freedom to choose your life's path. It will bring about confidence and clarity. So follow your path with enthusiasm and focus. And remember that the affirmation for knowledge is, knowledge brightens my horizons for the future. So it does look like this opportunity and possibility that may be coming towards you in the middle of August will require some additional research, will require having friends around you. So make sure that you're networking, make sure that you're open and willing to kind of network with other people, meet with other people, gather with other people, because you never know what ideas may come and what possibilities may come from that kind of interaction. But overall, the middle of August time period looks really good for you, dear Gemini. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for visiting my channel, and I will see you next time.